I'll do it next. Ready? We're ready.
Ready? Good evening. I'll call to order the April 25th Board of Aldermen meeting. I call the meeting to order, and now I would ask everyone to rise. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I would now ask the city clerk to call roll for attendance.
Alderman Even.
Here.
Alderman Holman.
Here.
Alderman Hughes.
Here.
Alderman Mortland.
Here.
Alderman Perot.
Here.
Alderman Wiesehan.
Here.
And Alderman Whitmire.
Here.
I have Alderman Allen as absent. Mayor Ream is presiding, and we do have a quorum.
Thank you very much. The next item on the agenda is to discuss the minutes from the previous meeting. I would seek a motion and second to approve.
So moved.
By Alderman Hughes. Any discussion or amendment to those minutes? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. We will next have the April 5th, 2022 election results, but before we start, I do want to thank Alderman Whitmire for his dedicated service to this city. Always thoughtful, sometimes provocative.
Sometimes.
But a great pleasure to work with. He's dedicated countless hours to the city, very engaged with his duties. And so I thank him. I know that the people that he served with on planning and zoning are extremely appreciative of the efforts that he put forth. And I know that Alderman Francisco will do a great job, but we will miss not seeing Alderman Whitmire around. We have this proclamation to codify the fact that you were such a valuable member as a political member.
Well, thank you very much, Mayor. I appreciate it. It was my honor. Thank you.
Now I would ask the city clerk to certify the election results for the record.
Mayor and Board, these are the official results of the April 5th, 2022 municipal election. For Alderman Ward 1, Barbara Ann Hughes, 275 votes. For Alderman Ward 2, Fred Fritz votes. For Alderman Ward 3, Michelle Francisco, 268 votes. Mohammed Aga, 141 votes. For Alderman Ward 4, Sue Allen, 270 votes. David Murphy, 150 votes. And Proposition U, yes, 752 votes. No, 896 votes. So these results have been certified by St. Louis County Board of Election and will be entered into the record of this meeting. I'll attach them to the minutes. With that, I'll invite Alderman-elect Francisco to come up and Alderman Whitmire, former Alderman Whitmire, to leave us.
So do I get to change the sign or do you?
You go right ahead. Ceremonial. For me.
Mayor, do you want any mess word about?
I think we're okay.
He said he's gonna reuse.
Thank you.
So then if I can have Alderman Hughes stand, Alderman Wiesehan, and Alderman-elect Francisco will swear you in. So we'll just do this all together. State your own name.
I,
Test.
Barbara Ann Hughes.
Raise your right hand. I state your name,
I, Barbara Ann Hughes.
being sworn upon oath,
Sworn upon oath.
state that I possess all the qualifications
State that I possess all of the qualifications
prescribed by law for the office of Alderman,
prescribed by law for the office of Alderman,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the state of
and the state of Missouri,
the provisions of all laws of the state of Missouri
the provisions of all laws of the state of Missouri
affecting cities
affecting cities
and the ordinances of the city of Town and Country,
and the ordinance of the city of Town and Country,
and that I will faithfully demean myself in office.
and that I will faithfully demean myself in office.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I think at this point, we have to have a new roll call for attendance.
Yes, sir. Alderman Even? Here. Alderman Francisco?
Here.
Alderman Holman?
Here.
Alderman Hughes?
Here.
Alderman Moreland?
Here.
Alderman Perot?
Here.
And Alderman Weezahan?
Here.
Alderman Allen is still absent, and we still have a quorum. Marion, go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I see we have one speaker. Are there other speakers that we're aware of?
Not that I have any speaker forms for.
Ask Mr. Baum to come forward. Mr. Ron Baum, and does he need to state his address for the record?
Yes, sir. That would be great. Your name and address?
Yes. My name is Ron, 11 Cross Timbers Court, Town and Country, 63017.
Go right ahead, sir. Thank you.
Honorable Mayor, honorable members of the Board of Aldermen, citizens of Town and Country, small group tonight. I'm going to give my interpretation of the April 20th Planning and Zoning meeting. At the current time, there's a proposal before the Planning and Zoning Commission to rezone the Woods Mill Center at the corner of Woods Mill Road and South Outer 40 from commercial C zoning district to a planned non-residential development with major education and commercial uses and associated site development plan in order to construct a multi-purpose event center, parking garage, and student residence hall with associated retail known as Woods Mill Center. The proposed site plan has ignored building codes and zoning restrictions. Either the designers were ignorant of our codes or they're trying to circumvent our codes. As pointed out by former Alderman John Benegas last week at the zoning planning meeting, it would take 10 minutes to list all the variances. This project has so many concerns that I'd be out of time before I finished. I will highlight a few. This new zoning requires 50% green space, and the proposal has less than 30% green space. The new zoning of a planned non-residential development, notice the title, non-residential, contains a proposed 4 to 5 story, 400 student resident apartment building. Obviously, this does not fit the zoning. The traffic in this area is currently overloaded. The addition of 1,000-seat event building and 1,100 car parking garage will make this traffic a total standstill. The quasi-traffic study given to Town and Country was not a recommendation, but for Town and Country to pick a choice. The traffic engineer suggested the current road should be widened to 4 lanes and adding a turning lane, a total of 5 lanes. Then we would pick either 5 roundabouts with 2 lanes or 4 traffic lights and less than 1/2 mile of road. Single lanes feeding 2 lanes and then back to single lanes. A new bottleneck. Let me think. I believe we're going nowhere, both figuratively and practically. The total of these problems are structured to put, and I quote somebody at the meeting the other day, 10 pounds of potatoes in a 5-pound bag. You might think that this doesn't affect you if you live in Ward 1 or Ward 2 or the part of Ward 3, which is on the other side of the ward. If this proposal is approved, it will set a precedent for future projects in town and country. Most of our elected officials were at the zoning and planning meeting. The mayor and 6 of the aldermen were present. They asked challenging questions and are concerned about the good of town and country. Over 30 citizens spoke at the meeting, and no one was in favor of the project. Town and country gets nothing out of this plan except increased long-term police and fire protection costs. The developer stated that we would get sales tax, but the developer could not give an estimate. It was really quite loose. I believe town and country is a premium place to live, and we should keep it that way. There is no good reason to change our zoning and codes for a no-win solution. We will get unsolvable problems if this project is approved.
I don't mean to rush you, but we usually allow 3 minutes, and if you could wrap it up.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on my last part right here. Okay. Thank you for your attention, and I'm willing to discuss further details which show the difficulty of this project. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bob, thank you for taking the time to come.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. Next on the agenda, I now seek a motion to approve my nomination for a spot on the Planning and Zoning Commission.
So moved.
Thank you, Alderman Coleman. Second?
Second.
I think we can do this by voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
I'll have some other appointments, but for tonight, that's the one I need to do. Thank you. And I talk with Alderman Burrow. I think he'll be a valuable member of that commission, and as his predecessor, he'll be very thoughtful. So I look forward to it. I now recognize the board's opportunity to provide any reports. Alderman Hall.
Thank you, Mayor. First, I'd like to thank Alderman Broke for taking on the role of liaison for our board of P&Z. I appreciate all your time, energy, and effort that will be spent on that commission. And it's going to be a big year for us. So if you need to reach out, call and talk to somebody, I'm here for you.
Certainly will.
With regard to business, Mayor, the Public Works Commission will hold its next meeting on May 16th at 6:30 here at the Municipal Building. Thank you.
Thank you. I only had to ask him 5 times. Alderman Wharton.
Yes, the Police, Fire, and EMS Commission is meeting tomorrow, April 26th, at 4:30 in the community room. Take this.
It's next month.
It's next month. So
Next
we
month,
meet the next
20.
month. I still have my calendar, so sorry about that. So disregard that. So we'll be meeting end of May. But I did have one other item I wanted to bring up with the Police, Fire, and EMS Commission. A school safety initiative team was brought forth to the PFE Commission and is being implemented in this process. And the Cooperative School Safety Initiation Team is representative with all the town and country schools. The goals of schools to develop training programs, current trends, and school safety, and evaluate calls for service. We had our first meeting Wednesday, April 20th at 9:30, hosted by CDC, and 15 of the representatives from 13 different town and country schools participated. This team is administered by town and country's police force Lieutenant Danny Wilkie and Detective Sergeant Jeff McNutt with the daily point of contact assigned Community Engagement Unit Alex Fluger. So the reason I bring this up is the creation of the School Safety Initiative team bolsters the commitment to the women and men of the TCPD and continue to consistently display our community and their mission of always providing a competitive level of service.
Thank you for bringing that forward. Thank you very much. Mr. Sheldon, I understand you do not have a report?
No report this evening.
That's great. All right, moving on to unfinished business. Bill number 22-24, sponsored by Alderman Eden, Holman, and Hughes. Without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the second time?
Bill number 2224 is an ordinance approving a conditional use and authorizing a conditional use permit for an accessory structure, a pergola located at 824 Amersham Drive in the city of Town and Country.
I seek a motion to approve in a second.
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Any discussion or amendments? I guess the city clerk will call vote. Oh, I'm sorry,
Okay.
Alderman Holman.
Thank you, Mayor. I would just like to share with the community that this bill passed unanimously, this project passed unanimously through our Planning and Zoning Commission and our Architectural Review Board, and all three adjacent properties consent to this project. Thank you.
Thank you for that input. Now I would ask the city clerk for a roll call vote.
Alderman Even. Aye. Alderman Holman.
Aye.
Alderman Perot.
Aye.
Alderman Weezahan.
Aye.
Alderman Mortland.
Aye.
Alderman Hughes.
Aye.
And Alderman Francisco.
Aye.
The bill passes unanimously and becomes ordinance number 4505.
Thank you. Next, bill number 22-25, sponsored by Alderman Eden and Weezahan. Without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the second time?
Bill number 2225 is an ordinance approving a conditional use and authorizing a conditional use permit for an accessory structure, a residential driveway gate, located at 2019 South Mason Road in the city of Town and Country.
Seek a motion to approve. In a
So-
second.
So moved.
Thank you. Any discussion or amendment? I would ask the city clerk for a roll call vote.
Alderman Weezahan.
Aye.
Alderman Mortland.
Aye.
Alderman Even.
Aye.
Alderman Hughes.
Aye.
Alderman Holman.
Aye.
Alderman Francisco. And Alderman Perot.
Aye.
The bill passes unanimously and becomes ordinance number 4506.
Next, bill number 22-26, sponsored by Alderman Portland, Holman, and Allen. Without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the second time?
Bill number 2226 is an ordinance amending Title II, Chapter 210, Offenses of the Municipal Code of the City of Town and Country, specifically by the amendment of Section 210.1030 regarding tampering.
Thank you. I would seek a motion to approve.
So moved.
In a second.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion or amendment? I would ask the city clerk for a roll call vote.
Alderman Mortland.
Aye.
Alderman Hughes.
Aye.
Alderman Perot.
Aye.
Alderman Weezahan.
Aye.
Alderman Even.
Aye.
Alderman Francisco.
Aye.
And Alderman Holman.
Aye.
The bill passes unanimously, becomes ordinance number 4507.
Next, bill number 22-27, sponsored by Alderman Holman and Hughes. Without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the second time?
Bill number 2227 is an ordinance amending Title I, Chapter 125, Boards, Commissions, and Committees of the Town and Country Municipal Code, specifically by the deletion of Section 125.270 regarding the beautification grant program and the amendment of Section 125.250 regarding related duties.
I would seek a motion to approve in a second.
So moved.
Second.
Alderman Weezahan. Any discussion or amendment? Alderman Holman.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to motion for a continuance on bill number 2227 to the meeting of May 9th. Currently, we do not have a full board in attendance, and with this bill that's been around for over 20 years, and it's utilizing public funds on city beautification, one, I think we should have a full board for deliberations. And I'd like to share with the entire board the meeting that we held in the Public Works Commission. This started in the Public Works Commission as a line item for a moratorium, and it grew into, as it's represented today in our packet. So I motion to continue to the meeting of May 9th.
Is there a second for that motion? Alderman Burrow. And I want to make sure I get the procedure right. So we do a roll call vote for,
You can do a voice vote on the continuance to May 9th if you'd like.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion is continued to the May 9th. Thank you. New business, bill number 22-28. I would seek a sponsor for the bill. I was thinking perhaps Alderman Holman use.
Yeah.
And without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 2228 is an ordinance authorizing a professional services agreement with CDG Engineers for pre-planning services related to the Boak Road Rehabilitation and Multi-Use Path Project.
Thank you. Bill number 22-28 is continued to the meeting on Monday, May 9, 2022 for the second reading and consideration. Next is a approval of a liquor license for Cleaver and Cocktail located at 13360 Clayton Road, Suite 104. I believe they're hoping to open early to mid-May. I would seek a motion and a second to approve.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Mayor, I don't have this on your script, but I'm just going to note for the record that this license would be for the current period, so expiring June 30th, and it's also for a retail liquor by the drink and Sunday by the drink. So I just wanted to get that on the record if you didn't mind.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. The next one, bill number 22-29. I would think it might be sponsored by the board as a whole. Without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 2229 is an ordinance accepting the bid and authorizing an agreement with NB West Contracting for the 2022 road and parking lot pavement program and amending the 2022 budget by increasing expenditure accounts in the road fund, parks and stormwater fund, and capital improvements fund, and appropriating funds to cover those increases.
Bill number 2229 is continued to the meeting on Monday, May 9, 2022 for the second reading and consideration. Next, resolution number R02-2022. A resolution placing a temporary moratorium on private street acceptance by the city of Town and Country effective immediately and valid through the calendar year 2022. I seek a motion and a second to approve.
So moved.
Second. Thank you. Any discussion?
So this is a resolution, and resolutions we can vote on in the same night, correct? However, the previous board, and the board prior to that, historically has continued resolutions to ride for 2 weeks to sit with the community so they could come back to their aldermen and if they had any comments, questions, or concerns. So this is not urgent. We do have 2 applications in-house. But this, again, is another item that came through the Public Works Commission. We have updated language with regard to our streets and what condition they need to be in if they're private and they want to become public. However, if this board, if anyone would like to motion to continue, they can. I am not going to. We can vote on it tonight, but.
My own comment on it would be, certainly, you're correct. This is not a burning platform that needs to be done, and that it would give people more comfort to know they have more time to mull it over, to think about it no more than I would have no issue with that person.
And I would let this board know that, and they can connect with our Public Works Director, but we do have an application in-house from subdivision in Ward 2, and we do have an application in-house with a subdivision in Ward 3. But other than that, we have no other applications. We wanted to connect with those two.
I make a motion to continue.
And do I have a second for that?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Alderman Moreland, can I confirm that your motion was for May 9th?
Yes.
Thank you.
Good. Next warrant list is in the amount of $280,000, $280,950.87. I seek a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Second.
Second?
Thank you. Any discussion or amendment about the warrant list tonight? That must be because Alderman Whitmer is not here. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, under other business, the only thing I have, I don't have business, just a comment. I appreciate, it's been more apparent recently, a lot of dedication to serve up here. And I've been thankful that I've been mayor for a little over a year. I've had an excellent board of aldermen to work with. They're very reasonable people. They're willing to think for themselves. They're more than willing to look at both sides of an issue, which is not universal in our world anymore. And I know that, again, I know that Alderman Francisco will follow that tradition. And I just wanted to say that being mayor has been, it's been a privilege this first year, and it's been made infinitely easier, not by this group up here. They have made it a very reasonable group of people, and I just want to say I appreciate that. And I'll open up to other business that anybody else wants to bring forward to the board. Good. I seek a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
In a second.
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Have a great evening.
You too.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
No,